जय श्री माता जी। A very good morning to everyone. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah.
Let us place our right hand on our heart. With complete humility in our heart, let us pray to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, with your infinite grace, please come in my heart. Shri Mataji, please fill our heart with love and compassion. Slowly bring our attention on our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, kindly bless us all with the state of thoughtlessness. With both our hands in our lap, let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
So, oh, we have had a very hectic, strenuous journey through America, and It was much beyond my expectation. It worked out very well. And I'm very happy about it. All the Americans are very thankful to the Sahajogis of England and other countries who have contributed to this tour, and especially to people who traveled across and went round and helped them to organize. So they have been extremely grateful, I think. But for you people, it would not have been possible. It was a very strenuous journey, no doubt, and strenuous tour, and everything was a bit too much. After the tour of Europe, but the way people went from here and helped them, and you sent money, there was much less strain on them, and they could manage it very well. And as you know, we have done very well as far as our sowing the seed of Sahajoga is concerned. So the seed of Sahajoga, I think, is now sown, and it may take a big flight. I'm sure, because Americans have, I know they are very people who are uprooted type and quite shallow people. And one can say that also that they go on changing their gurus every third day and their cars every fourth day and their wives fifth day. But they have changed so many of them that it is easier to bring them now and talk to them about reality. That is the greatest part of it. And most of them have been to some guru or someone. I think better give me because this doesn't sound. And the result of all that is that they have reached conclusions that if reality has to come, it should come in the way Sahaja Yoga is. So it's not such a difficult thing to talk to them about Sahaja Yoga. But the best part of it, they have been to all gurus who have given them a good licking, real good licking. They have lost all their money, they have been trained so much, they had to do all kinds of things, and they had to starve themselves and no food, and sometimes they had to run for miles together, do all kinds of acrobatics and all kinds of things they have done. And as a result, to them, Sahaja Yoga is very precious. This is a difference, I think, with others and Americans is because you have not known those severe type of gurus that they have had, who just tortured their lives all the time saying that you have to do these things just to get rid of your sins, and this has to be done because of your sins, you are like this. And the main thing was, I discovered there, that the philosophers or the writers who wrote about the unconscious also had made a very big mistake. And they said that if you have to go to the unconscious, you have to pass through subconscious. And when I saw this diagram, I was surprised. Jung had done the diagram with the unconscious and then unconscious becoming conscious, and on top of that was the subconscious and then the conscious mind and then the ego. So it was such a mixed bag. So I told them that God is the greatest planner and He has kept the central path for you absolutely open, which is Sushumna path, and the subconscious is on the left and the supraconscious is on the right side. So you don't have to pass through all these things. Even in an airport, supposing you have to pass through the luggage to go to the aeroplane, what will happen? And when human beings can understand that, what about God? He has to be a greater organizer, a greater thinker than we are. And He could not have thought of such a mixed bag for us, that when we have to ascend, we have to go through our subconscious and then go to the unconscious. So the whole thing is they had no picture. It was all a mental projection. And that's how they made all the mistakes there. And when they published these things, perhaps the gurus who are agurus must have taken a clue. And that's how they started talking that you have to go to your unconscious. And that's how the whole thing has been worked out. That people thought that we have to go to the unconscious through the subconscious. And when this happened, they said that if we have to go to the subconscious, we must bear up everything. We must get possessed, we must get bhutish, we must take drugs, we must do all those things that the mad people are doing. In addition to that, they used Bible for that purpose, because in the Bible it is said that when the Holy Ghost came, they all started behaving like mad people. This was Mr. Paul's mischief. And that's how they justified it, that we all have to get mad to become spiritual. So this kind of a stupid idea was taken over and was exploited by the real thugs of India. Then it is now taken over by the thugs of Americans also. So the Americans are also forming some groups there. They have also become gurus, and they are also teaching people that you have to become mad before becoming realized soul. It's such a thing that they never understood, that there has to be some sort of a way made by God Himself for our ascent. Why will He make it so difficult? He has never made even a sprouting of the seed difficult. Why will He make our evolution so difficult? And that's why these poor things, you see, half of them are mad, really mad people. When they came to Sahaja Yoga, they had blisters all over their hands. All blisters on the left hand side. You could see all their hands were burning, shaking all the time before me. It was terrible. I mean, I had to go on combating their bhoots, and I really got tired with it, absolutely tired. Every place I went, there were people who had lots of these possessions in them. But the beauty about them, which one should learn from them, is that once they realized that this is the way, it is the truth, they are working very hard, extremely hard, and they are very disciplined people. They get up in the morning, have their baths, sit down for meditation, they work it out. They are not like us. You see, we are very happy, see, floating in the air, mother is looking after us, it's all right. We can get up at 9 o'clock and then it's all right. We say namaskar to mother, write a nice poetry about her, finished. They are not like that. They are working it out, because what they said was very remarkable thing. What they said, that mother, we have gone to hell actually, and we have to really get out very fast if you have to get out of it, otherwise we'll never be there, which is a fact. And this is what one has to understand, that if you have to have any rapport with your spirit, you have to really work very hard. Now so far our Sahaja Yoga is the best, so far I would say, not further, because today is New Year's Day, we have to take certain vows on a New Year's Day, isn't it? So far has been an easy chair, as you call it, politician. And another thing I discovered very funny there, which now I understand why people are like this in this country, also everywhere, which you understand it better when you are a little away from that place. So another thing I discovered was that this guy is called a Christian ethics, you can say. I hope you have not talked about, have you? Alright. Now the Christian ethics, they told me, was really explained many things why you behave like this. Like one lady told me a story that there was a fellow who had a store of his own, and he used very good locks, you see, to secure it. So the people protested, saying that why did you lock your thing so well? You should have given a chance for a burglar, you see. After all, you could insure yourself, but why did you take away the chance of a burglar? That kind of a Christian ethics works in our minds, you see. So what we do, we always sympathize with the bhoot all the time. You see, oh, she's mother so badly off, she's like this. I remember she's a bhoot. Did Modi tell you the saying of Ramdasa? Did you सांगितलं तुम्ही? हां, पिशाच्याच सांगितलं? सांगते. So Modi said this there, which is Ramdas Swami has said it. Pishacha means a bhoot of a style, you see, which sticks on to people, is Pishach. So he says, Pishacha mage Pishacha gire. After one bhoot, another bhoot has gone. So who can go after that? Who can save that? I mean, they are going after the bhoot. And what sarthak means, what will they achieve out? The whole thing is that our mind, oh, he is very much mother, we must help that person, we must do this for that person. All this is Christian ethics is nonsense. But Christ never said. He took a big hunter and beat all the people who had boots and took them out and put them in the sea. So this is some sort of a Christian is different from Christ. So the Christian ethics is that always sympathize with a person who is a bhutish person. Always. A bhutish person also has a method of creating sympathies. So today on New Year's Day, I think I should warn you certain things that I have realized after going to America. My human realization is improving. and the thing was, they said that I had seen once, you see, there was a lady who was running a restaurant. And one thief, you see, had stolen a coat from one restaurant and came to her restaurant and would not pay the money. And she informed the police. So police said, has he got a very good coat? He said, he has. He's stolen from the other restaurant, we've got the reports. So the police came. So they filed a suit against this man, that he's a thief, he has stolen a coat from there and ate food here, never paid anything. So these people, both the restaurant people, had to go to the court and give evidence saying that, you see, this fellow has stolen the coat and he didn't pay for anything and he was quarreling. And they had to spend 2 days and waste their money because they were earning out of their own restaurants. So the judge said, doesn't matter, he was drunk at that time, so he should be forgiven because he was drunk, firstly. And secondly, he was given money because he said, I have no money now with me to travel around, while these people lost their money for 2 days. And the police sat down with the hand like that. So this kind of ethics that we have, you see, is to sympathize always with bhoots, wrongdoers. Even if you read the newspaper, you are shocked. How are they released on one point that they were in imbalance? Because they were in imbalance, so they are released. They are sent on a parole, that man goes and kills 10 people again. But because he was imbalanced. So it is more necessary that you keep him if he is imbalanced. It is more necessary. To be imbalanced is itself a sin. Itself is criminal. If somebody is imbalanced, that means he is a criminal personality. And such a criminal personality must be kept in lock and key. Like in France, I was going by a bus. Now I understand many things. I didn't understand them before, I must say. So in France, we were going by bus. And one person boxed in, he was talking all kinds of things. I said, oh God, this one is only spilling bhoots from his mouth. Who is he? They said, he is a man who is talking about the war. I was so shocked. I said, this man is talking about the war and these things. Why is he allowed to come on a bus? Then the second one came in. Then a lady came in and they were all talking away something irrelevantly. They said, these are all people who have suffered very much and they are coming into the bus. And that's why they are like this. So I said, but why allow these people to come in? In India, nobody will allow such a person to come inside. So I think Mari was there. She said, you see, our government is very sympathetic, you see, towards such people. I said, but what about the rest of them? They are not sympathetic about the other people. At least they should be sometimes for a change sympathetic with sane people. To have always sympathies with the insanity also shows that you are encouraging all the bhutish people to develop, to do what they like. I mean, this is no sympathy at all. That is how it works out. And I have seen this bhutish sympathy has also given me a lot of trouble. So you have to be little sympathetic towards your poor mother. Now, all sympathies of your bhoots must be given. Because that has given me a lot of trouble throughout, and now I understand why you people always sympathize with bhoot people. Now, as it is in England, it is a sin to awaken somebody in the morning. I mean, we have had big quarrels, fights, bouts, breaking of noses, everything because somebody woke up somebody in the morning time. And people sympathized and came and told mother, after all, you see, this gentleman went and woke them up, or the child started crying in the morning and the person got up in the morning. So it is a sinful thing in the West that if you wake up suddenly. But you see, you have to change yourself now. If you have to be yogis, you must know that you cannot get easy chair yogi position. Normally, you have to go to Himalayas, live in that cold, eat nothing for days together, wash off all your desires, give up your wife, your children, everyone. But Sahaja Yoga so far has been, you can have your wife, even if she's slightly bhutish is alright. But if she is very much bhutish, still I have to worry about the bhutish woman. Even if she destroyed Sahaja Yoga, doesn't matter, the sympathies are there. Even if she does anything, that's a wife after all. Or a husband who is a bhutish. I get every time a letter, my husband is a bhutish man, he beats me, he does this. Now what am I to tell? You divorce your husband? What should I say? If he is bhutish, how can you be with a bhoot? You are a realized soul, and gradually what happens that you develop such an immunity with the bhoot that you don't know you have become yourself a big bhoot. And you go on with that and this. Can you imagine? We are creating here a race of yogis, of pure people. Now, why people were going to Himalayas? Because there were no booths there. See, very few people went there, stayed away from the madding crowd. You are staying in this horrible, hellish atmosphere where there are booths and booths and booths all kinds. Now, here it is more necessary that you should be very careful. Supposing plague breaks out any country, then how people become cautious? They are so frightened that we should not catch anything from the plague, isn't it? In the same way, we must know. Now you are conscious of it. But on the contrary, these bhutish attachments are so great that I do not know how to find. And the best part of it, you see, if you tell anybody, why did you do it? They say it was the bhoot who did. But from where is he residing? In your own house. Supposing in this house somebody is residing and he explores the whole house, will you say that the man who was residing has done it? You have to blame yourself. Why do you allow a bhoot to abide in you? So today is a day, yesterday's day was a special day of Lakshmi Puja. And you'll be surprised, in our house, we put all the lights on and the candles were lit up. As soon as the candles were lit up, all my foot went into a contortion. Absolutely. It could not be brought to normalcy. For at least half an hour we were struggling with it. The reason is all the booths of London perhaps touched my feet and they got into the air. That save us. So this is the situation is, while you are not at all aware of it. Now, people think that you can compromise with righteousness, with God. You cannot. You cannot compromise. Whatever is pure has to be accepted in its purity, in its glory. And one has to work hard for it. You cannot just, you will have your jobs, you will have your wife, you will eat your food, the special type of things, you must have your comforts, you must have everything. It's a first class journey to God.
And on top of it, don't recognize it.
And the booths along with it, going towards God. Everybody is in the baggage. This is what one has to understand. We are yogis. We are people blessed specially to elevate the whole world. We are responsible for the whole Western world. Now what are we doing about it? And I asked these people who have been to Gurus, I was amazed. Of course, money part was there, 1,000 rupees each. And they said that we are given food which nobody can eat. You get sick. One lady told me that she ate such a food that she developed a horrible disease, and doctors told me that I first of all give up this food. And you are forced to eat that food. And you have to wear very, flimsy clothes and stand on the streets, sing songs, walk in a procession, dance like a mad person, do all kinds of things they do. Here in Sahaja Yoga they said nothing, it's a drawing room treat. But in the drawing room, if you carry your boots also with you, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. So one has to understand that though we have got our realization, we have a very big responsibility and we have to move with that responsibility. The greatest problem now of UK, also of France, I see, because of drinking habits or whatever it is, lethargy. Excuses. Brain is very, I tell you, our search yogis also have tremendous brains. I mean, sometimes I don't know how to overcome their excuses. We had a public meeting which finished at 11 o'clock, so we couldn't get up till 11 o'clock next day. 12 hours sleep we must have. Very hardworking people. But your mother sleeps the same time, and I am a marathon race runner. Every night, whenever, I mean, you have only one program, but then I go to Italy, I go to any place. I have regularly, the whole year I am doing this. Still I get up early in the morning. Why can't you get up? All excuses are there. This is an excuse, another is an excuse. And then I have told so many people that just get up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. Just get up, try and see and do it. It's very good. 4 o'clock I have been saying for the last 10 years now. I don't know how many of you have tried that. Have your bath. Get ready, have your bath. And then sit down for meditation. The whole day will pass out very well. And sleep at about 8 o'clock. It is English saying that early to bed and early to rise. But I have never seen any Englishman like that so far. It's just the other way around. They'll keep awake till 1 o'clock and get up at about 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Will not even brush their teeth and walk out. These habits we have to change. We are yogis and we have to worship the sun. So we have to get up much before the sunrise. That is very important. But I find that is not here. People don't understand. They want to take Sahaja Yoga in a very slow way and you will move very slowly. And so many of you will drop out, I tell you. One must understand, today is a New Year's Day. And we must understand what are we doing. This is a real warning to all of you. You just try. This is not a very big thing. You'll be amazed now. CP is having a conference for 20 days. Every day he gets up at 4:30. Every day. Sleeps at 12 o'clock. Every day. The whole day is working. 20 days, after all, he says once in a while I have to work hard. Our servant gets up at 5:30 every day. Who works very hard. Why can't you get up? You people think that you are the most unhealthy people, or what is the reason? Every time. What's wrong with you? Nothing is wrong. You are lazy lumps. That's all you should understand. Just tell yourself, you are lazy. Extremely lazy. And we've been brought up like this. And this comes from your ego, for your information. Ego thinks, justifies everything, makes you weak, and then you sleep like logs of wood. What is going to happen? This is tamasa. Complete tamasa. Ego is taking you to tamasa.
Let us recite the three great mantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put bandhan. Let us all meet again tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.